Hello and welcome to Instablogs Global Report. This is Sukhmani with fresh updates and more citizen voices from all over the world. Top stories for the day are: United States cuts military aid to Pakistan. Ugandan army arrests LRA's top commander. Afghanistan to hold presidential polls in August 2009. And first lesbian helpline opened in southern Indian city of Chennai. The United States has deducted $55 million out of $156 million bill set by Pakistan for rendering its military services to fight against Taliban and Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan. CJ Karim Khan from Pakistan says that the cut in military aid will affect the anti-terror operation in Pakistan.
This is Karim Khan, citizen journalist on Instablogs from Pakistan. The US cut in Pakistan's military aid may slow down the action against terrorists that are using Pakistani territory for their evil designs. However, President Obama has shown interest in the socio-economic development of Pakistan, and the poorer parts of Pakistani population expect a positive change in their lives through generous US aid. International efforts will still be needed to help Pakistan overcome the challenge of terrorism that is pulling the country back to the dark ages.
Ugandan troops have arrested a top commander of the rebel Lord's Resistance Army, Okot Odhiambo, in Congo's Garamba forest as he tried to escape the Central African Republic. CJ John Kibuga from Uganda considers the arrest as good news for innocent civilians who suffered at the hands of LRA-inflicted violence.
John Kibuga reporting for Instablogs.com. The governments of Uganda, Democratic Republic of Congo, and Sudan began an operation last month intended to wipe out the Lord's Resistance Army and capture its leader, Joseph Kony. Soon after, the rebel fighters launched attacks the UN says have killed hundreds of people. The group has negotiated a peace deal with Uganda, but the rebel leader Kony has failed to show up on multiple occasions to sign it. The rebels want international arrest warrants against Kony and his aides to be dropped before they can sign the agreement. The capture of the top rebel commander, Okot Odhiambo, indicted by the International Criminal Court on charges of war crimes and crimes against humanity, is good news to the hearts of the innocent civilians that have been tormented, and renews hope that soon the rebel leader himself, Kony, will be captured.
Afghanistan has announced presidential elections for August 20 this year, hoping a US troop surge will improve the security situation at a time when violence is at the highest level since the overthrow of the Taliban. CJ Kramuddin Behram has more on the election preparation from Kabul.
This is Kramuddin Behram from Kabul on Instablogs.com. Afghans are getting ready to cast their vote in order to choose their national leader, the president of the country, for the next 4 years. Afghanistan's Independent Election Commission has already made it clear that the process of registration is in its final phases, with huge number of enthusiastic Afghans getting voting registration cards for casting their vote in the upcoming presidential elections. As per the Constitution of Afghanistan, Election Commission has a legal obligation to hold elections within 30 to 60 days before the end of the serving president's tenure. Although the election days are drawing near, the opposition parties haven't nominated their candidate yet, leaving for the moment the serving president Hamid Karzai as the sole candidate for the 4-year presidency of this war-ravaged country. However, expectations are high that Karzai may simply lose grounds to his one-time Interior Minister Ali Ahmad Jalali if he steps into the elections with the backing of newly formed alliance of opposition parties called National Front of Afghanistan.
Indian Community Welfare Organization, a support group for sexual minorities based in Bangalore, has opened first of its kind lesbian helpline in the city of Chennai. CJ Samir from India thinks that the counsellors should discourage people from getting themselves in such vile acts.
This is Samir reporting on Instablogs from India. Activists for sexual minorities, the phrase in itself is laughable. There are only genders created by Almighty God, man and a woman. Only man and wife relationships meant to fulfill biological, social and economic obligations can be acceptable to the society at large. Man-man or woman-woman relationship is completely outlandish and immoral. These so-called activists should discourage those who have fallen astray. If they fail, then call upon Ramsena activists to take the charge and talk some sense into these perverted minds.
If you want your voice to be heard by millions, let Instablogs be your choice. You can contact us at cj@instablogs.com. That's all for today's show. We'll be back with fresh updates and more citizen voices. Till then, it's goodbye from the entire team of Global Report.